Pughe here. Today I'm giving another lesson on country guitar. We're going to introduce the country bend. The most common bend in country would be to bend the 2 to the 3. So on a G chord we would bend an A up to a B. So the way I look at this is I have a G chord here. On strings 1, 2, 3, it's on frets 7 and 8. It looks like a D chord. And then I have a G chord on strings 1, 2, 3 on frets 10 and 12. And so I kind of want a lick that goes between these two shapes. So the notes are, but I want to do it with a bend. So I got a G, I got an A, bent to a B, then a D. On the C chord, we would have two C chords. I'd have a C chord straight across at fret 5 on strings 4, 3, 2. And I would have a C chord at frets 8, 9, 10 on strings 4, 3, 2. And I'm kind of looking at this lick as going between the two. So I'm thinking like this, but I'm going to play it like this. And then on the D chord it would be the same as the C chord, but it would be up 2 frets. So I'd have a D chord at fret 7 on strings 4, 3, 2. And then I would have a D chord at frets 10 and 12. And so I kind of want to get from this D chord to this D chord. So there was the G run that we talked about before. So if we go back to the G chord, we've got frets 7 and 8, frets 10 and 12. We could start on the G, hit the A, bend up, hit the D. We could also go backwards. We could hit the D, or we could start with the bent note. So we've kind of got 3 variations that we could do. The previous 2 videos on the G run, the notes, the licks will work on either the electric or the acoustic guitar. This lesson focuses on bending, and you really kind of need an electric guitar, at least a guitar with light strings. So I recommend that you have a guitar strung with either 9s or 10s. I'm using 10s because they sound good for chords, but I can still bend them. The 9s bend really nice, but I don't think they sound as nice on a chord. So I find 10 to be a better balance for me, but it depends on how you play and your guitar. From the G run that we did the other times, we went. So we went from the 1 to the 2 to the sharp 2 to the 3, and then 5, 6, 5, and back to the 1. So here we're not using that flat 3 so much in the bend. We're bending through it, but we're not sort of hearing it as a distinct note. These licks utilizing bends tend to work better on strings 1, 2, 3 because the plain strings bend better. The wound strings will bend, but it's really more difficult to get a whole step bend. Whereas the plain strings just seem to be more bend friendly. So I recommend that you focus on bending on the strings 1, 2, 3 at least initially, and then work on the lower ones as you get more comfortable with bends. And if we've got that descending starting on the 5, then if we grab those other notes from the G run, we could get the, so we could get a full octave there. Also, remember that country is bluesy, so you can also get in that on the G, you can get in that flatted 7. And a little bit of a Merle Haggard sound there on the C chord. You could get that flat 7 down there. So I use those in the example. 3, 4, 1. So I'm using 3 fingers here. I've got the first finger on the root on the G. I've got the second and third fingers ahead of that when I hit the A, so I can bend with 3 fingers, and then I can catch the D with the 4th finger, and so that because I'm using a different finger, I can let those notes ring together. On the C, it's very similar. It's a 4-fret lick, but I'm still going to use the same fingering. So I've got finger 1 on the C. I've got finger 3 on the D, but when I put down finger 3, I also put down finger 2. So I've got 3 fingers on string 3, and then I can hit the G note, the 5 on that chord, and then hit that again. So to walk through the example, so there, that was all starting on the root and then bending. Now we're going to start on the higher note and go down. So just the second line of the song is just kind of flipping that around backwards. Then down to the 5, 6, 5. And the same thing on the C. And now we're going down on the lower string, so no bends. Now we're going to go up from here. And there I snuck in the flat 7, so we went up the G run, and now we're to the C, and there's the flat 7 on that C chord. Give us a little blues flavor. Another lick on the G, the G run going up. Now we'll start on the bend. And kind of anticipated the G just a little bit. Now we're going to move up 2 frets and get an E on the top at fret 12, then a B. So we got a little bit of it's kind of a pedal steel thing there where the 5 went up to 6. Now the descending. I hope you're enjoying these videos on country guitar. These bending licks are really a lot of fun to play, and give you kind of a different character to the sound. So I hope you have a good week. Please give me a like, please subscribe, and I will see you next week. Thank you.